What's going on, guys? It's another daily upload from your favorite homeless YouTuber, Dan's Gaming Van. Today we're chilling in Grand Junction, Colorado. It's been a little while since my last upload, as usual. I've been really busy with life. I ended up coming over to Grand Junction. I got myself a full suspension downhill bike, a mountain bike, and I also got a dog, Lucy, here. While I was camping out in the desert, this sweet soul came running up to my van right as I was actually leaving my campsite way out in the desert, and found out that she was abandoned by her last owners in the desert, left out there. So that has taken up a lot of my time dealing with the responsibilities of having a dog. Wasn't really ready for it, but here we are. So, not that you guys give a shit about any of that, let's get into the video. As I'm sure you guys know, we're going to be talking about Pumped BMX's new game that's coming out. It is a street-oriented game. It's going to be free roam, I guess you would call it. It's not like a two-dimensional game like Pumped has been in the past. So we're going to be looking at some footage that he's posted on Instagram, and mainly we're going to be talking about an email that he'd sent me. I'd sent an email over. This was actually probably a month or two ago. Just talking about asking him questions, basic questions on what he has planned for the game, certain things like, is there going to be a map editor, is there going to be multiplayer, rough cost of the game, rough release date, pretty much all the juicy details that anybody actually cares about. So, without any further ado, go down and click the like button, click the subscribe button if you're new around here to stay up to date with any of the extreme sports video games, any of the extreme sports video games. There's going to be a lot of Forza 5, there's going to be Skate 4, BMX Streets, BMX Pipe, all the good stuff. Subscribe to stay up to date. If you're into that kind of stuff, I'd really appreciate it. And if you enjoy the video, feel free to click the like button. One last plug, drop a comment down below of what you'd want to see in this game, what you're most excited for, and maybe something unique that you can come up with, you know, foot jam tricks or whatever it is that you might want that the average person isn't looking for. Anyhow, let's dive into it. Starting with what I think is one of the most hot topics on any video game nowadays. First thing anybody asks is there multiplayer? I mean, you don't even ask that anymore. You expect there to be multiplayer right off the bat. So I asked about multiplayer, local or online. By the way, this is Cassie. She's the newest addition to Dan's Gaming Van. You guys will be seeing her in plenty of videos. So I'm just going to read straight from the email. Do you plan to have any multiplayer, local or online? He said. So my plan for this is to get it done in a reasonable amount of time. It's the type of thing that could potentially take years and years, so my plan is to keep the scope of the project super small and tight. So that being said, no plans for multiplayer, but it's the type of thing that would be a lovely addition for a sequel. So he's already mentioning a sequel. I don't remember if he did in the previous email that we talked about in the last video. If you guys hadn't seen the last video about this game, go check it out. There'll be a link somewhere in the description, probably most likely up in the top right corner you can click on right now. But moving on to the next one. Do you plan to involve any sort of map editor? Once again, really juicy question. Personally, I love map editors, not even for the sense of being able to like build a whole skate park, but if I have a local spot at my skate park where it's a banked ledge and another bank on the other side, like a bank hip or something, it's really cool to be able to create that and then be able to like play with stuff you would do in real life, but obviously in the video game, and that can spark some new ideas for stuff to do. Do you have any plan to involve any sort of map editor? He said, still thinking about this, quite possibly yes, although it could be another sequel future. I think the way I'm making it, it probably wouldn't work very well with just straightforward modding, so a map editor would be the best way forward. I think by that he means he wouldn't have like a object dropper like we've seen in BMX the game, like we've seen in Skate 3, things that you can edit the main maps on, I think is what he meant by that it would be more likely to have a complete standalone map editor. Start from a blank surface and create your map. Next question, once again, another juicy one. It's what we all care about. Do you have any idea what the rough cost of this game will be? And he replied, no idea, exclamation point. And I completely understand. The prices of games are so crazy anymore, especially with Fortnite coming out with a free game. That really threw things off. You got games like BMX Pipe that are $9.99, and then you got games like BMX the game. I think that was like 20 or 30 bucks. And it was nowhere near worth that value. And then, of course, our average game in today's day and age is a $60 game, sometimes up to $100 for the special pass. So he says, no idea, not $50 and not free. Somewhere in between, I would guess. Haha. By the way, I wanted to say this right off the bat. Adam Hunt, you may end up watching this video. Appreciate you getting back to me. Appreciate taking the time to type out this email and reply to all my questions to make this silly little video. I really do appreciate it. And then he just kind of gave a final breakdown, just kind of going over a few things that he must want to touch base on. I did ask, is there anything else that you'd want to say or anything that you want in the video, or, you know, just feel free to say whatever. He said, I think the fundamental goal is to keep the design tight. I don't know if you ever played Pumped 1, but it's a super bare bones, but the core pumping mechanic was, in my opinion, dialed. And then I added more in Pumped 2 and more in Pumped 3, kind of building on a solid foundation type of thing. So that's what I'd like to do, is try. Do the street thing, make a small, tight game which nails what it does, but doesn't do too much. I'm not trying to make a Skate 4 BMX. And lastly, the biggest decision I'm trying to make at the moment is what to call the bloody thing. Because I did ask him, do you have a plan to name for the game yet? So then I would have an idea of what to title my videos. So what you guys can take away from this quick video: 1, this game is going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. Make sure to subscribe, stick around to be able to see once the game is out, we can get more gameplay. And of course, I'll be keeping you up to date with all the newest information on the game until it is released. I'm going to be doing my best to get more insider info, and we have talked about me testing the game already. As you guys know, I had tested BMX Streets and BMX Streets Pipe when that was in production. So I have a little bit of background in testing, and then with that, hopefully testing the game, I generally go for a no pay kind of thing and just hope that they allow me to release a little bit of info to you guys early. So be sure to stick around if you have any interest in this game. I'm going to try to keep you guys more up to date than you might be just by following along on his Instagram. Once again, if you don't follow his Instagram, go check it out. And that Instagram handle is Pumped BMX, as simple as that. And you'll see it in a couple of the clips that I've posted along this video while I've been talking. But be sure to go over and follow him as well. Drop a comment down below. Just have CO in your comment. You know, Colorado, CO, the abbreviation for, just so I can know if you made it to the end of the video. It's a good way for me to be able to gauge that, because otherwise I have no clue who's making it to the end and who's watching for 10 seconds. So I appreciate you guys. Also, dropping a comment helps the algorithm, helps me gain a little bit of traction here on YouTube. So I genuinely appreciate all comments and likes, even if you're telling me I suck and you dislike the video. I appreciate it. You're helping me out. But thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you have any questions and if you have anything that you'd want to see in this game, drop them in the comments and I'll send them over to Adam. I'm going to be doing another video like this very soon, a Q&A sort of video. So drop all the questions you might have down in the comments, and then we'll have a better idea of what you guys are wondering about for me to be able to ask him. I hope all of you guys have been well. I swear that I'll get back to regular uploads at some point in time on this channel. I'm doing my best. Life is crazy, as you guys know. I think that's it. Check out the social medias. Dan's Gaming Van on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Dan's BMX Van on YouTube. TikTok is my main profile. That's all I got for you. All right, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace.